What is going on, everybody? This is the national recap. As you can see, I'm still here at the old parents. Just sold my house, so this is the new backdrop. Until I can get my new house purchased, this is going to be our temporary setup. It kind of feels weird doing a show on the national with vintage and everything without my vintage stuff, but anywho, we'll do a little recap, pros and cons of the show. Just my personal opinion and kind of some pickups to show you along the way. I always love watching videos of what people found at the National. Love to see what, because I like to have all the stuff I see normally. But anywho, let's see here. Pros, I would say just the people I met that I didn't know before. Guys that I only see their names in the chat room that it's hard to put a face with. It's like you picture these people looking a certain way in your head. You kind of develop it's so funny. I met Frank. You guys know Frank. I picture Frank to be kind of like an older collector, whatever. Frank's a hoss. Now Frank is a muscled up dude pretty intimidating looking guy. So I was like, wow, I expected something different, but I said hi to Mike Monahan. I think I kind of scared Mike. We was walking out one day. I was trying to get to another booth before they closed, and I said, "Hey, Mike," and he was like, "Oh." But guys, if you like vintage cards and good just content as far as like the hobby, and the only content creator I can stand really that does those type videos is he does a Golden Age of Cardboard podcast videos on YouTube. Bench Clear Media, they do shows, him and his partners over there. They do awesome stuff, so check them out. So shout out to Mike over there. Mike's taught me a lot about this stuff I'm going to show you today. Kind of helps me learn more about vintage. I've been collecting vintage for a while, but he's been doing it longer than I have. So anyway, here's some recaps of the show. Cons, I would say parking was bad. I bought a VIP, super VIP pass, which I won't do next year because it was not worth it. To me, it wasn't worth it. Day one, you had to stand in line while people were in the general admission line, went right on through to the main show. For the money, it might be worth it in Chicago. You might get better parking. Parking was a long way away. I don't really care for that. So it wasn't really worth the $209 for the Super, but who knows? Next year, depending on what's going on, may just get general admission. Might be just worth that. So, but anywho, here's some pickups from the show. First of all, I want to recommend the Baseball Card Exchange, something I found out from Mike. He was dead on the Baseball Card Exchange. My favorite part of the show was the daily deals. And I didn't get all the days because they were out. But here's a few things I picked up. I believe this was Friday. Baseball Card Exchange on Facebook does a daily deal from the National where you can have cheap 8x10s of Hall of Famers, all kinds of cool stuff. They do promos. It's such a cool promotion. But pick this bad boy up, Mr. Yastrzemski. Nice Cooperstown auto there. That was $39. Same exact day. How about this? I just love this picture. Bill Mazeroski to $5, guys. $5 for an autographed 8x10? Yes, sir. Also, these were all on Sunday, which we were leaving Sunday in morning, but our hotel was a half a mile from the venue, and I jogged down there just to get these right here because this Sunday they had so many deals. I should have bought more, but check this out. Hank Bauer, $2. These are all getting framed for the man cave in the new house for sure. I think that was $2 or $3 on a hang. I think this was 2 or 3. Look at that, Bobby Doyer, Red Sox. Look at that. Just cool pictures and great deals, right? And this was 12. Very cool. Mr. Vandermeer, Bobby Thompson, and Don Larson. How about that? And my favorite piece from the show. Sunday, I believe this is 14 by 20. Negro League, pretty much the Mount Rushmore, the Negro League, some of, not all of them, but of course the big one there is Buck O'Neil. Awesome. Look at that. Trying to get it all in the picture is tough. That one is definitely getting framed. Josh Johnson. Just cool stuff, right? That was my favorite piece. Put this back over here. And I did buy some wax at the Baseball Card Exchange. This was Saturday's deal. This was $7.95. 89 score football wax box. And I cannot believe they didn't sell out. There was still some on Sunday. These are like 1,200, until the market gets flooded with these from the National. But I want to hang on to this bad boy. They're about 1,200 a box on eBay, and they had it for $7.95. Can't beat it, right? And at the Onyx booth, Lance had packs for $75. Bought a couple packs. These are the artist rendition Joe Johnson's. Beautiful Griffey. That's just a base. All base are just $75. Pretty neat. But I hit a nice one here. Check this out. This one here is number 4 of 4. And I just saw the back of it and I thought, wow, I got a nice Henderson 4 of 4. Look at that, beautiful. 3D autograph of Ricky. Beautiful card. He said they sell those at the booth there in Onyx for $400. So I did really well, almost 2 packs. All right. One more little thing. Posty, this is going out to you because you're a wrestling nerd like I am. Oh, the old wrestling, that is. Bought a couple packs at the Baseball Card Exchange. They had these for $80. No, I'm not eating the gum. Full piece of gum. It's a PSA 10 for gum. But I got lucky on the 85 wrestling packs. Check it out. For 2 packs. How about a little Piper? Iron Sheik. Those are in good shape. Hulkster. And look at this. Boom. Not the yellow card number 1 I wanted. It's card number 16. It's still a cool hit out of the pack. Love it. All right, here come the singles. I'm not gonna go through these slow. I'll go real fast. These are the set I'm working on. Me and Jason Upchurch are doing that set together. T205 sets we're doing. I'm just gonna go through these real quick. I'll show some big boys coming up, but these are just some of the commons we got. Most of the commons we got for our 205 set. I won't go through all of them. You get the picture. Nice. Same thing right here with my 41 set. I'm now 1 card away in my 41 play ball. Here you got Carl Hubble, a couple Hall of Fames here. Carl Hubble. Mr. Charlie checking in with us. And that's just a tough card to get. Dolph in a 6. So now I get these right here. I bundled these 2. I like to tell prices because a lot of guys wonder how much stuff costs, and it was really expensive. I heard that at the National. Most dealers most people talking dealers were like, half of them were really nice, half of them were just pain in the butt. It really was a mix. Hodges and Clemente. I think I bundled those two for I think 80 or 90, which is a really good deal. I thought both iconic, especially Clemente. It's an iconic card, I think. All right, time for some big boys and maybe a little more show recap. Jason and I had a goal of picking up one nice 205 for our set, and we did it. We found a Walter Johnson. It was a little steep. Ty Cobb was really high at the show. All Ty Cobb stuff was super high over internet, but this is not the Cycleback. We may not ever find a Cycleback Mathewson, but that's okay. We're still working on it. I got plenty of time. And the big boy. This only took me 42 years on the planet to get. The Mathewson, by the way, was we got it for $1,300. It was the best deal by far for that card. This one here. Boom. Look at the color on that card. I'm trying to turn it sideways for no glare. There are no creases. A local dealer here in Arkansas they have a card shop. He's been helping me try to find 4 cards on my list. My 4 cards. I wanted a 33 Lou Gehrig. I want a Ruth, a 51 Mays, or a 51 Mantle. So any of those 4, I can't really afford anything more than that on the grade. But for years now, we've been looking, and he found this card, called me and said, get over here. I think it was on aisle 400. And he said, get over here right now. You got to look at this card. And he said, if you don't buy this card, I will. This was $11,000. And the reason why is presentability. He's like, you're not going to find this grade with that kind of color. There's no snow on it. The only reason it's a 1.5 is right there on the back. You see that some of the words fade through there? And the color bleeding through, I was told, it's a good thing. It means it's got good color on the front, which it does. If you're looking for a high-end card in low grade, you want any blemishes, obviously, to be on the back for presentability. And I know some words are faded there, but Jimmy cracked corn, and I don't care. Because that has been a dream card of mine for, it's not even going to fit with that little stand on. There we go. This stand, which brings me to my next point, was from the PSA party, which was a complete disaster. If anybody went to the PSA party, I'd love to hear what you thought. I was really just disappointed. First of all, I don't feel entitled to anything. Thank you for the invite, PSA, I guess. But being said, had it been somewhere else I had to walk to, I'd have not been like, you know what? It's just, you basically got 2 Bud Lights and a piece of plastic. For a big company like that, they probably made $100,000 a day grading out there this weekend or this past week. For them to give you 2 drink tickets that are for beer and like soda only and no mixed drinks at all. Ordered a vodka. I think I ordered Tito's and Sprite, and I think they said it was $9. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So I was a little disappointed in that. And their food was crackers and cheese. It's like a Walmart, one of those Walmart plates with. It looked like a Walmart plate with grapes and cheese and crackers. So I was kind of embarrassed for them until I remembered how big they were. Just for reference, Peach State threw a free party for the customers, and they're probably 10% of the revenue of PSA. They had it at Carmine's. It was a 4-course meal. 4-course Italian meal. You know, there's like scallops and all this other stuff. And Floyd Mayweather guest appearance. They all got their picture taken with Floyd, and they got a boxing glove signed by Floyd Mayweather and a 4-course Italian meal. PSA gave out crackers and 2 beers and a little piece of plastic. Oh, and a book that I think everybody threw it away right when they got it. It's like, well, I don't care anything about a book. I mean, you know, everybody just threw it away. So, but I heard people Sunday, I was walking through the show toward the baseball card exchange booth, and they were like, I heard them talking, they were making jokes about the PSA. Like, they probably spent less than $1,000 on that thing. It was like terrible. And do you know what you get for sets of the year? They give away like 5 awards for like, you know, different categories and things like that. They give away, oh, what was it? I know what it was. They give away this. That's what you get. And a little pennant, you know, big pat on the back. So when they ended, I thought it was a joke. I was like, is that it? It was super lame. It was one of the worst. They literally could have come up with, in 30 minutes, they could have come up with that. Me and whoever watched this video could have put together a better show or done something better. I mean, I've spent more money on a backyard barbecue party in my 20s when I had a lot of people over for drinks and stuff. It was kind of crazy, but oh well. Other things negative, I thought the show, there was no Wi-Fi at all. You had to go outside to get a signal. If you're trying to pull comps on a card and trying to do a deal, or check your registry. My thing was I was checking my registry, and I could not for the life of me pull up my sets in there. So you'd have to like give the cards back to the dealer, run outside for 5-10 minutes, and just like write down. You know, they say you can write down notes before you go to the show and plan on no Wi-Fi, but when you're doing sets, there's no way you can write down every single thing you need. You know, you count on a little bit of service, which brings to my next point. Service is awful. Didn't matter if you're at the airport or at the restaurant or hotel. If you're playing cards or your poker or whatever in a casino, drink service, at least at Bally's and Caesars, was non-existent. You probably had to wait. If you got a drink in an hour, you're doing really well. Just the service industry as a whole is a whole nother story, but we had bad service everywhere, every place we went to. Food was slow. Didn't matter how busy they were. Food was slow. They forget things. Hotel service, like your rooms, like to get the rooms cleaned, that was a struggle. It was just all in all, just to really, if you're traveling at all, be patient more than I was. And pack some very good walking shoes, as in, and some Bengay for next year. So hopefully next year, one more thing on the future of the PSA, not the PSA party, but the whole PSA and grading on those guys. They're right there in the middle of the show. Just a little suggestion. You got PSA, you got Heritage Auctions, you got a bunch of show and tell, as I like to call them, companies that stuff's coming up for auction, or maybe not for sale right now. In museum type stuff like jerseys on display, that's all awesome. But they need to put that on like one tops, all those guys. Put them on like one end, and put all the grading guys on the other end, and in the middle put the tables to where people, everybody congregates at these Fanatics and Panini and all this. They all gather up there, and you can't get through if you're actually there to shop, what a card show is supposed to be. You need to be able to walk a little bit better. So put those guys on the end and take some of that crowd away from people trying to actually look at cards. Put them on the end where they can actually, or next room over in another conference hall where they can all, see it. Foot traffic's the same. Put them over there. Just an idea. My friend Jason was told by a gentleman at Southern that this was the last year Atlantic City would have it there. Take it for what it's worth, but it's going to be in Chicago next year. They are coming back to Cleveland, and I think Chicago until 2025, and then after that, there's several cities that they're tossing around. Indianapolis is one, St. Louis is the other, and Orlando, which will make Mark very happy, is third. Or not, no particular order, but I was told at the PSA party from an old dealer that Chicago is about as far as they want to go west, as far as driving, because they don't want to drive that far. Well, my opinion is everybody that's set up at the National, they're not all from the Northeast. Some of them came from California. Last year, one guy came from China to Chicago. If you got people doing that, suck it up, Buttercup. You can once a year, you can go to once every 5 years, go to Vegas or wherever. That convention center in Vegas is right on the monorail, all kinds of room. You can get up and down all those hotels in 5 minutes on that train. It zips up back and forth. Be perfect setup. And full disclosure, I'm a long way from Vegas. I have no advantages at all. I just think that if you're going to call it the National, let it be the National. It's not called I told one guy at the PSA party, this Northeastern guy, I said, it's not called the Northeastern or the Midwestern. They're so stuck in this rut of that area or Northeast or whatever. You can have it in the South, you can have it in the West. They can travel once every 5 years. All these other people travel to your spot. Switch it up a little bit. But I think that makes too much sense, I guess. So, but anyhow, it was fun. I encourage everybody to go. The show was actually great. Prices were kind of on the high end vintage. It was really, unless you found a guy to work with you, a few thousand over. Mike Monahan is one of those guys. He said on his video that he had a dealer tell him when he got there early one day, he said, I didn't spend thousands of dollars to set up just to give deals to you, which I thought was really rude. I mean, Mike wasn't even saying anything to the guy. This guy was just being a jerk. So, you got a little bit of that going on. I think everywhere you go, it seems like there's a lot of jerks up there this week. But I probably won't go back if it's in Atlantic City. I mean, it's going to take, if none of my friends go, which is the only reason I go. If I was going alone, there's no way I go back to Atlantic City. But group of friends, the National, for sure go. And that's the main reason and the best part, seeing all you guys. All right. Those that break tonight, we're going to do Stars and Stripes. I'll see you back then. Hope you guys at least enjoyed some of the cards I picked up. Like I said, took me my whole life to pick it up, so really super stoked to have Babe. He slept under my pillow. Not really, but he should have all week after I bought him. All right, boys and girls, we'll see you back tonight. If not, we'll see you next show. Have a good one.